So in 13 days I'm going to be in the desert. It actually kicks off, and in fact the race actually starts tomorrow in 2 weeks time, so not very far away. As you can see, I've got basically everything laid out here, and if you look at all of this stuff that's laid out on the floor, you'd think, okay, well that seems fairly minimalistic and it should go into that little pack there, but unfortunately all of this up here is all the food that I'm going to be eating, and of course which has to be carried throughout the whole thing. Not really going to talk much about the Marathon des Sables. That will be in the blogs and what have you if you don't already know. But I thought I'd show everybody what I've actually got here and what it's all for. And try and get it off the floor as quick as possible before one of the dogs eats it. So basically then, this is the pack that some of you have seen me running around in quite frequently. It's a 20 litre pack, and the idea is that I'm going to have to sort of distribute all of the weight as evenly as possible, and weighted obviously towards the bottom of the pack. These things are basically day packs of the food that I'm actually going to be eating. So each day's got its own Ziploc bag, and everything's in there. Breakfast, running food, and evening stuff as well. Most of it's much of a muchness, apart from day 4, which is a bit of a monstrosity. That's the long stage. That's got to cover me for about 52 miles worth of running. And it's all high cal stuff and what have you, but I'm trying to sort of balance calorie for weight as much as possible. What isn't in shot is the stuff that I'm going to be wearing, or most of it. I mean, that obviously is elsewhere. That's the hat that I'm going to be wearing, which is the desert hat. Obviously that's designed to keep the sun off me. But the rest of this stuff is mainly things that I'm just going to need while I'm out and about. Hello, Henry.
Hi, dog.
That's another dog. So let's get through it very, very quickly. Pair of goggles, sandstorms. I wear contact lenses. I'm wearing extended wear contacts. Dog wants to go out. Hang on a second. Get out, you daft mutt. So I'll have to let him back in a moment. Yeah, sandstorms is a thing. I wear extended wear contact lenses, so can't really afford to be getting any of that stuff in my eyes. I will be wearing a buff though, so I can pull that over my head in the event that these tsunami-like sandstorms come blasting overhead. I've got personal hygiene kit, which is all the usual stuff that you'd expect if you were staying away. That's a medical kit there, which is mainly sort of antiseptic stuff that's there to treat my feet, along with tape if necessary, if I start getting blisters or anything. That's survival gear, so that's like compass, everything from compass, emergency whistle, through to the anti-venom pump, which is there. Basically designed to draw venom out of your body in the event that you get bitten or stung by some horrible gribbly. I'm going to be taking my phone so that I can get some footage on things, so naturally I need a charger as well. It's a good old Pebble charger. That's going to give me a couple of charges worth on the phone. Little stove, believe it or not, I'll be doing all my cooking on that little thing. It's titanium, so it weighs bugger all. I've used it quite a bit actually out and about on training exercises. Burns little hexamine blocks and does a really, really good job, and cools down incredibly quickly as well, so you can just put it straight away. Bit of tin foil, that's a windbreak incidentally, helps the stove. Difficult to light things when it's windy. Essential sun cream, factor 50. Obviously, basically out there without this stuff, you're dead. Potentially quite literally actually, so that's sort of pretty essential stuff. This P20 stuff, basically you stick it on once in the morning and you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. It's sort of quite gluey, it tends to stay on you. Head torch, can't see shit at night if I don't have one of those, so that's pretty vital. Sleeping wise here, we've got my sleeping bag over there, which again is packs down really tiny, but it's actually it's one of the most expensive pieces of kit that I've actually got. It's really warm. There's a silk liner here as well, which doubles that up. Really important because in the desert, although we're going to be looking at sort of temperatures up to about 45 degrees in the daytime, potentially higher actually on the salt flats. At night it can get down to sort of what we've seen recently in the UK, you know, like 0, 1, 2 degrees, that kind of thing. So it's going to be really important to keep warm. Little inflatable pillow here as well, just because I'm quite rubbish at sleeping. Sleeping mat as well. This thing's a bit bulky and a bit of a pain in the backside, but hopefully it won't be a pain in the backside. It actually sits really well on the bottom of the pack and doesn't move around very much. These are really well designed pieces of kit, the Raylite Olmo. It's just absolutely perfect for running and ultras. So this is just going to stop the cold from getting up underneath me at night as well. Really important, it's a 7-day event obviously, and if I can't sleep then there's no way I'm going to get through it. Otherwise it's all sort of like various bits and bats. We've got gaffer tape here. I've got a little repair kit kicking about somewhere, which is over here. There we go, a little repair kit just in case of shoes falling apart mainly. So I've got super glue, needle and thread, good old gaffer tape that'll fix anything. Basically if the shoes, or in fact if the pack suffers any damage, obviously I'm going to need to repair it. Footwear wise I'm going to be wearing trainers, and the good old Brooks Ghost 10s, which I've been training in. I've wrecked 2 pairs of them already, and I've got one that's more or less new with Velcro stitched around it, which is designed to have these things fit over the top, Raylite gaiters, specifically for the desert, and these are designed to keep sand out of my feet. Again, absolutely vital. It only takes 1 grain of sand in there to start rolling around, and it really exacerbates blisters, particularly when your feet are hot and swollen. It's an absolute killer, and it's the chief reason actually why people who make it to the start line at the MDS don't get to the finish. Camp shoes, flip-flops basically. The desert floor is not all sandy, it's rocky, and it has nasty thorny things in it as well, so you can't be walking around in bare feet, otherwise you're just going to get shredded. So you need something to be knocking about with in the camp. So we're pretty much there. We've got a wallet full of euros here, good old fork and spoon to eat with, some lighters. What else we got over here? Absolutely essential piece of kit, toilet paper. Potentially doomed without that. And then at night I'm actually going to be wearing compression gear to walk around and sleep in. So there's a compression top, really light but warm jacket. I'll be wearing compression leggings as well. Probably the last thing to mention is about just keeping body and soul together. So I mean, all of this obviously is my food. I'm doomed without that. Obviously I've got to keep my calories up. I'm fully expecting to starve a little bit, but it's got to be enough to keep me able to put one foot in front of the other. And this little pack is absolutely essential, which is basically tea bags and powdered milk. As I say, without the ability to have a brew every now and again, I think I wouldn't bother. I think that's basically it. This is the freeze-dried stuff that I'm actually going to be eating, which is all sort of packed up in here. So it's like granola stuff for breakfast. These things are specifically for extreme expeditions. So it's like and it's anything from Antarctica through to the Sahara. Basically, just add water and it rehydrates and turns into a 800 calorie slop, which should keep me going. That's about it. So wish me luck. What I've now got to do is figure out how the hell all of this lot gets in there. We shall see.